Argentina thinks that it's not racist because Argentina thinks that there's no black people. Argentina is not white. If not, I wouldn't be here.
I told you I grew up in segregation. I grew up in American apartheid. It's the world. It's the way people are.
Argentinians really tried to come for the Samuel L. Jackson for calling them racists, and they just ended up proving him right. You probably saw all the racist antics from Argentinian fans during the World Cup. It was all over social media, and every day there was some new viral clip of Argentinians using slurs against black people, making monkey noises, and just saying the most unhinged racist stuff. So naturally, even people who don't care about football started rooting for Spain to win in the final. And after Argentina lost to Spain, Samuel L. Jackson reposted something, basically saying Argentina is one of the most racist countries in history and that black people shouldn't cheer for them. The post had Samuel's Django character in an Argentina jersey, and the caption said, "If you are a black person cheering for Argentina, this is what you look like to me." So Argentinians on social media lost their minds over this and immediately went after Samuel. They called him Old POS, using the N-word and saying he's a crack addict. Basically, they proved him right real quick. And then a lot of Argentinians also brought up America's history like that's supposed to be some kind of gotcha. Like Samuel doesn't already talk about racism in America every chance he gets. But here's the thing, everything Argentina did during and after the World Cup just kept proving him right. And the more they tried to defend themselves, the more receipts surfaced. Like this chant Argentina's fans sang about French players having African parents and saying, "Let them play for Angola." Then during Argentina's match against Egypt, I Show Speed was in the stands wearing a Cape Verde jersey, and this female Argentina fan was screaming the N-word at him and telling him to go home. Meanwhile, he's literally American. He's already home.
What? Without the fans. FIFA World Cup 2026. I don't even know what she's saying, bro.
And it's not just a few bad apples. The whole tournament, Argentinian fans were throwing racial slurs at black people, making monkey noises and causing chaos on American streets. One Argentinian woman was filmed throwing a fit at a fast food place and telling black employees she understands why they were enslaved.
Wow! You understand why they enslaved us? Is that what you're saying? We deserve to stay a slave. We deserve. Because what? Because we're black? We deserve to be slaves? I'm a monkey?
And this obsession with calling people monkeys and making monkey noises and gestures is nothing new for Argentinians. They've been doing it for literally decades. Go back and watch any match between Argentina and Brazil. The monkey gestures come out every single time. And this goes back to 1920, when an Argentine newspaper ran a cartoon of monkeys in Brazilian jerseys under the headline, "Monkeys in Buenos Aires." What's crazy is that Brazil has laws that explicitly criminalize racism, but Argentina doesn't. The Argentine legal system only has general anti-discrimination laws, but there's no specific criminal offense for racism. So when Samuel L. Jackson called Argentina one of the most racist countries in the world, he wasn't pulling this out of nowhere. And the fact that Argentinian fans immediately got defensive, while at the same time calling Samuel the N-word, well, that tells you pretty much all you need to know. But the main thing to understand here is that this isn't just about some ignorant football fans. This goes way deeper with Argentinians. See, Argentina's whole national identity is built on a lie. Argentina wants to be seen as the European country in South America. They really think they're a white nation in a continent full of brown and black people. And this was an actual government project. In the late 18th century, around 30% of Buenos Aires' population was black or Afro-descendant. By 1887, that number had dropped to below 2%. So what happened? Well, the state made it happen. Argentina's constitution promoted European immigration over everyone else. Article 25 said the government shall foster European immigration and basically couldn't restrict it. Argentina also had a policy called blanqueamiento, which literally means whitening in Spanish. The idea was to dilute the black and indigenous population through intermarriage. They wanted black people to marry white Europeans so their kids would be lighter. And then between 1879 and 1885, there was something called the Conquest of the Desert. Argentine military went after indigenous communities to exterminate them. Meanwhile, black men were disproportionately conscripted into the army and sent to the front lines. At the same time, disease epidemics hit black neighborhoods hard, and instead of providing medical help, the state tore those neighborhoods down. The official story is that black Argentinians simply disappeared, but in reality, they were systematically erased. And after erasing almost all of its black and indigenous population, Argentina started building this national myth to convince themselves they were white Europeans. When President Carlos Menem was asked in 1997 if there were black people in Argentina, his response was, "No, Brazil has that problem." But you know what makes this even more pathetic? Argentina erased black people from their national history, but they kept things created by black people and claimed them as their own. Take tango, for example. It's the most famous Argentine export in the world, but the word tango comes from African languages. The rhythm, the syncopation, the candombe drums that inspired tango, it's all African. The early musicians and dancers of tango were black, but when tango got big in Paris in the early 1900s, Argentina's elites whitewashed it and made it look like a white European creation. And it's not just music. That famous Argentine barbecue asado also has African roots, but you won't hear that in the official story. And this is the gaslighting that's been going on for a long time. And sadly, it worked. It worked so well that even today, if you ask Argentines about their country, a lot of them will genuinely tell you they have no black population. But that whole "we're pure white Europeans" thing is very easy to debunk. Most Argentines have indigenous American or African ancestry. That's a fact proven by genetic science. So the idea that Argentina is a purely white country is a national myth. The genetic reality is that Argentina is a highly mixed population. And in some regions, like the Northwest, indigenous ancestry is actually the majority. So you can be mad at Samuel L. Jackson, but DNA evidence backs him up. And the fact that so many Argentinians still consider themselves white European is hilarious. But the question isn't whether Argentina is racist. The question is why they can't admit it. If Samuel L. Jackson doesn't know what he's talking about, why did so many Argentinians immediately resort to calling him the N-word and saying he's a crack addict? If you're not racist, why do you keep doing racist things?